Hey guys, um, on March 8th, 2014, about 9 years ago, Malaysian Airlines flight MH370 disappeared from the radar around 1 a.m. in the morning. 1 a.m. in the morning. After months, years, after hours became days, days became weeks, weeks became months, and months became years. MH370 was supposed to fly from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing with 239 souls on board, 227 passengers, and 12 crew members, piloted by Captain Zahari Ahmed Shah, about 20 years of experience. This was a tragedy that that confused the entire world, confused the aviation, especially the aviation industry, and was a tragic and hard pill to swallow for the families of the passengers on board. 9 years later, MH370 hasn't been found. No bodies were found. No debris was ever discovered, except some pieces that were allegedly washed up shore on La Reunion Island. Reunion Island. Sorry. La Reunion Island. La Reunion Island. An overseas department of France. This has been a shock to the world. Has been a hard pill to swallow for the families, especially for the past 9 years. I, as a Malaysian citizen, I have I was heartbroken when I see the faces and I heard the stories from YouTube, from Google, from um, TV interviews, from TV3, from Astroani, from CNN. This wasn't just a mystery that only involved one country or two. This was a possible hijacking, possible mass murder suicide that involved 239 people from 14 countries, a majority of the passengers of which were Chinese nationals. It was a strange and frankly profound, frankly uh, confusing thing to happen. Me was immediately after there were conspiracy theories that it was stolen. It was stolen by North Korea, stolen by Russia, landed on the U.S. base, uh, the U.S. Air Base, Diego Garcia, which on a piece of on an island, again owned by France, a few miles from La Reunion, if I'm not wrong. The last known confirmed location of MH370 was a remote part in the southern Indian Ocean, few hundred kilometers west of Perth, Australia. Less than 6 months, and then less than 6 months after that, another uh, another Malaysian Airlines aircraft, MH17, was shot down by a surface-to-air missile in eastern Ukraine over eastern Ukraine by Russian forces. It was confirmed. And three of the suspects were charged with the shooting down of MH17. Sebagai seorang manusia, sebagai seorang rakyat Malaysia, sebagai seorang manusia lah, saya ingin I would like to extend my deepest condolences to the families of the passengers, and I hope that we will have answers soon. It is not easy to hear that our loved ones were lost and we don't know where they are after 9 years. MH17 was only the second. Keep in mind, Malaysia hasn't had a major air aviation accident since the 90s. And due to the circumstances, every year is a painful memory for the families and the world as a whole. We are not 7.4 billion people. Sorry. We are not 8 billion people when it comes to tragedies like this, where the aircraft isn't even known its location. The location of the aircraft debris isn't even known. We are one person in this world. Many NGOs, including Voice 370, comprising majority of the members of the majority of the members are, if I'm not wrong, all of them, families of the passengers on board. Conspiracy theories, such as the pilot, Captain Zahari Ahmed Shah, deliberately crashed the plane into the southern Indian Ocean, turned off the radar, turned off controls where could be detected by radar in a mass murder suicide. We can't know if these allegations are true until we have the right answers. Until the plane is found, we cannot say whether these theories are true or untrue. I pray that the governments of the world, even if there were no passengers on board, or the national citizens were on board or not, to cooperate and to help in the search. Thank you. And lastly, I would like again to So my deepest condolences to the families of the passengers. Thank you.